So we've come to the usual point in our seasonal ramblings, when everything more or less big had been watched, and so the various small things people either ignored or never cared in the first place pop out of the woodwork craving for attention. It's usually here where I find the most enjoyable animes to watch. Honestly, if not cause of the actual quality of the shows, then just cause of sheer idiocy on the screen. And since we have not one, but 2 dragon-themed animes this season, then you know what that means. Double rambling on things no one but me probably cares. So the first one on our list is Sadaretsumi Bitowaru to Odoru, a light novel adaptation made by Creators of Mashibukyo, I think. In an urban fantasy setting, there are these 2 magic-wielding badasses that do magic badass things, while passive-aggressively bickering with each other to the point of Galmo erotica. And while they are doing these badass things, they get involved in the politics of politics, stumble into them. What's with these light novels and the obsession with politics recently? But yeah, there are also dragons and politics and swords, what have very little sense, cause why bother making your magic wonders word? But that's kinda the usual from this sort of adaptation. Now, check this out, you ready? Our main protagonist, this skinny-looking four-eyed motherfucker, is not only sassy, but also has a girlfriend, and he has sex with her, sometimes twice per episode. Shocking, I know. The graphics are kinda meh. It's not bad for a clearly middle-budget anime, but neither is it something what will blow your mind. The music is a typical JRPG bombastic soundtrack that you'll probably never bother to remember through the sound editing is bad, as the opening music is clearly made louder than the rest of the anime. Wholesome action scenes where the sound is quieter than it should, judging by the action. The biggest problem I had while watching this is that one. For a show called Dances with Dragons, we only see 2-3 dragons, and that the characters for the most part act the same, making them distinct on the quicks alone, which if you aren't hooked on the political intrigue of the world building, will make the show extremely boring and forgettable. And I personally would just prepare to just read a wiki or the light novel itself rather than rewatch it again. Moving on, Hizumasa is an original work by Bone Studio, aka by Soul Eater and Full Metal Alchemist guys. The story is as follows. Japan has dragons. Dragons are hidden from the world because reasons. Dragons can't fly by themselves. Dragons eat girls and they control the dragon from its stomach. And so now, Japan Air Self-Defense Force trains these girls as pilots because dragons can easily be camouflaged as a plane. If you think that what I just said is fucking retarded, when this show is probably not for you. Otherwise, we follow the story of Hisan, an incredibly density pilot who's piloting Mezzatron, the big black dragon, the mutated lizard variety, and decides the average for these sorts of shows, themes like love, work, Japanese folk ethics and a cost of a dry heart, a lazy, a soft-voiced and a good boy. The show's plot can be practically described as 3 episodes of introduction and 9 episodes of them beating and giant catfish to death. Though I made sound like I didn't like the show, and to tell you the truth, initially I indeed didn't like it, and the first 3 episodes were kinda go nowhere. After episode 4, the show started to pick up its pace, and I genuinely started to have fun watching it, in contrast to Dances. Here the graphics are deliberately cheap looking, though it goes well with the presentation and generally aren't unpleasant to look at. But what sealed the deal for me was the music. There aren't a lot of tracks for this show, and honestly, half of them are the usual boring militaristic stuff, but the opening and ending masterfully crafted, and the tracks we play when the characters are expressing their loves to dragons are not only pleasant to listen to, but also stylistically well designed. The biggest bad thing I can tell about the show is that the plot of it is honestly predictable, and the ending, while not the usual usual to be continued bullshit is a bit lame for my tastes. And that's probably how I can sum up this show. It's not bad, and people who liked stuff like Little Witch, Academia, or A Place Further than the Universe will enjoy watching it. However, for other people this entire show will just be pissing about the place like a particularly bored streaker.